Hi there, welcome to Anime Adaptations. This is the third episode of my video series examining the differences between the Attack on Titan manga and its 2013 anime adaptation by Studio Wit. Today we'll be doing a page-by-page comparison between Episode 3, A Dim Light Amid Despair, Humanity's Comeback Part 1, and the manga pages it was adapted from. Episode 3 is more like Episode 1 than Episode 2. However, there are still quite a few anime-only scenes. Again, I'll do my best to clarify when the anime creates its own original content. So, Episode 3 opens with Chapter 15, Page 4, and pretty much takes place right where Episode 2 left off. Page 5, Armin shows us the Attack on Titan military salute. Page 6 has Shadis interrogate Armin. Page 7, Armin reveals he got his name from his grandfather, making Armin's grandfather's death in the previous episode even more sadder. In Page 8, Shadis tells Armin that he'll make great Titan food. Now, unlike the manga, the anime introduces Thomas Wagner and Mina Caroline, two of Eren's future friends. Page 9, we learn that the intimidation game is a rite of passage. It breaks the cadets down so they can be molded into proper soldiers. However, we see Shadis not bother with any. Page 10 shows Shadis skip over Mikasa, Reiner, Bertold, Eren, and Ymir, those cadets who don't need to be broken down. Then Jean is introduced. Page 11 has Jean reveal he wants to join the military police. Eren takes notice. Shadis calls Jean out for wanting to live in the interior, and headbutts him. Next to be introduced is Marco. Page 12 has Marco confess that he wants to serve the king. Shadis belittles Marco for his goal. Next is Connie, who messes up his salute. Page 13 has Shadis lift Connie up by the head. But in the background, Shadis notices Sasha eating a potato. He stares in disbelief. Page 14 has Shadis ask her what she is doing, but Sasha keeps on eating. This is possibly one of the funniest moments in all of Attack on Titan. Page 15 introduces Sasha. Shadis tries to fathom why she took the potato out and chose to eat it now of all times. Page 16, everyone watches on in disbelief. Sasha then breaks the potato and offers him half. Page 17, Shadis is still in disbelief. By the way, in both mediums this is clearly not half the potato, and yet she says half in both manga and anime. Page 18 shows Sasha running as she gets the nickname Potato Girl. They discuss the village Sasha is from. The anime adds a scene that shows all the dropouts from the first day. Eren calls them out for leaving. Marco asks Eren where he is from. Page 19, Eren reveals that like Armin, he is from Shiganshina. Connie asks if he was there that day, if he saw the Colossal Titan. Eren admits he did. Page 20 has Eren telling everyone at dinner that yes, he did see the Colossal Titan. Jean watches on and Reiner listens carefully as Eren discusses the Armored Titan. Someone asks what a regular Titan looks like. However, on page 21, Eren has a flashback of his mother being eaten. Marco tells everyone to stop badgering Eren with questions. But page 22 has Eren tell everyone that Titans aren't that big of a deal. All they need is the ODM gear to defeat them. On page 23, Eren tells everyone that he'll be joining the Scout Regiment, but is cut off by Jean, who asks if he really wants to join the Scouts. Eren throws back that Jean's the one who wants to join the military police. Now, on page 24, the manga and anime diverge slightly. In the manga, Jean tells Eren that he's just an honest guy who has a bad habit of saying whatever's on his mind, while in the anime, Eren gets up from his chair, as he and Jean nearly come to blows, but get stopped by the dinner bell. Page 25 has the anime and manga link back up, with Jean telling Eren that he didn't mean to dismiss his opinion and offers to be friends. Eren accepts. Just then, Mikasa walks past and Jean tries to say hello. Page 26, Mikasa turns around. Jean admits that he's never seen anyone like her before. He then apologizes before saying she has really beautiful black hair. Mikasa thanks him and walks after Eren. Jean sees this and we see any chance of Jean and Eren being friends disappear, as page 27 has Mikasa complain about Eren's behavior. He redirects this conversation by telling Mikasa that she needs to do something about her hair. Mikasa asks how short she should make it, completely ignoring what Jean just told her. Jean sees this and slaps his hand on Connie's back. Page 28 shows Connie freak out and asks what Jean wiped on him. Jean replies, "My trust in others." Meanwhile, Sasha finishes running. Page 29 has Sasha collapse to the ground. While all her internal thoughts are cut off from the anime will do this a lot from here on out. Someone appears from out of the dark. Sasha's nose activates. Page 30 has Sasha turn into an animal and snatch the bread from Historia's hand. Krista tells her that it isn't a lot and she also offers her a drink. Page 31 has Sasha see Krista as some kind of goddess. Ymir overhears the commotion and asks what they are doing. Sasha chomps down on the bread. Page 32 has Ymir interrogate Krista's motivations. Meanwhile, Sasha finishes the bread and passes out on Krista's lap. Krista has no answer for Ymir, which foreshadows what we learn about Krista in chapter 51, pages 11 and 12. Page 33 has Krista tell Ymir that she helped Sasha so she could be seen as somebody you can count upon. But the anime cuts this since it's not very believable. Ymir doesn't care and offers to help carry Sasha to her bed. Krista asks why. Ymir admits she's doing it so Sasha will owe her one later. Page 34 introduces the full body pelt training exercise. Those who fail will be sent to the landfills. Page 35 shows that Mikasa has perfect aptitude. Meanwhile, Connie, Sasha, and Jean are all pretty good as well. Page 36 has Eren completely unable to balance himself. Page 37 has Shadis rip Eren a new one, while everyone else watches on. By comparison, the anime has people laughing at Eren from upside down. Eren is in disbelief, and this marks the end of chapter 15. The second half of episode 3 will adapt all of chapter 16. The episode is essentially just 2 chapters divided by an ad break. The mid-episode publicly available information shows the basic function of the omnidirectional mobility gear, also known as ODM gear. The second image shows that high endurance, strong legs, good spatial awareness, and nerves of steel are the requirements to be a soldier. What's strange is that this episode adapts 2 chapters that take place before the struggle for Trost arc, but were written and published after its completion. So it's weird that Jean, Annie, Marco, and Reiner, who I like to think that all had character arcs during the first season of Attack on Titan, weren't properly introduced until after Eren plugged up the hole in chapter 14, or episode 13 of the anime. Except for maybe Jean, who Isayama did devote quite a bit of time in chapter 3 and 8. So, going from chapter 16 titled Need, we start with page 1, which shows Mikasa and Armin giving Eren advice, but Eren looks noticeably worried despite their encouragement. Page 2 has Eren land flat on his face, which is funny since his name is the suicidal blockhead. Page 3 has Mikasa and Armin dragging Eren home. The anime omits this in favor of going straight to page 4, where the other cadets are making fun of Eren behind his back. The anime includes some steam rising from Eren's head. Page 5 has Armin telling Eren he still has until tomorrow to pull it off, but Eren isn't so sure anymore. Mikasa suggests that maybe Eren should give up on his dream. Page 6 has Eren listen to Mikasa's argument that he can still help humanity through other means than fighting, while in the anime, Eren refuses to even consider quitting. Page 7 has this cool panel work of Mikasa and Eren exchanging looks. Then Mikasa points out that it's not up to Eren whether or not he becomes a soldier. Eren takes this revelation very badly in the manga. We see Mikasa regret how bluntly she told Eren to give up on his dream. Then the dinner bell rings. Mikasa tries to tell Eren that she'll go with him wherever he goes, but Eren and Armin have already left. Page 9 has Sasha sitting beside Mikasa. Sasha tries to get Mikasa's bread, but then Mikasa reminds us that she's kind of a jerk to everyone except Eren. Page 10 has Ymir calling Sasha to do her and Krista's bidding, while Mikasa sits alone. Page 11 has Connie gloating about how to use the ODM gear, while Jean asks Eren how he stays sane after embarrassing himself so badly. Eren pleads with them to help him. In the anime, Connie brings up what Eren said about dropouts earlier in the episode, which was an anime-only inclusion. Marco then points out that those two were also really good. Page 12 has Eren begging for advice from the 2 other cadets, Reiner and Berthold. Page 13 has Reiner point out that they have no useful advice to give. Berthold asks Eren and Armin why they want to become soldiers if they've seen the Titans up close. Page 14 has Armin confess that unlike Eren, he didn't see the Titans, but after the royal government's recovery operation, he couldn't sit back and do nothing. Armin then asks where they are from. Page 15 has Berthold pause and tell them they came from a small mountain village. He goes into detail about how their village wasn't informed until the day after the attack, and he woke up to find the Titans outside his window. Page 16 shows us this. In the anime, Reiner tells Berthold to stop talking. Berthold asks if it was the same for them as refugees. Eren admits it was. Now, page 17 has the anime adaptation and manga diverge quite a bit. For example, it's here that Reiner tells Berthold to stop talking. Then Berthold points out that Eren and Armin aren't like everyone else, who came here ignorant of the Titans. Now, the anime has Berthold and Reiner leading Eren and Armin through the mountains. It's here, away from the others, that Berthold tells Eren and Armin that most of the other cadets are just planning to get into the military police any way they can. Page 18 has Bertolt confess that he's as much of a coward as the rest of them, since if he doesn't get into the MPs, he'll probably just give up on being a soldier. Eren tells Bertolt it's fine. Now the anime has Reiner reveal here that he doesn't want to be an MP. Instead, he wants to take back his hometown from the Titans. Back to the manga, page 19 has Eren reveal his dream to become a scout and kill every last Titan. Both Bertolt and Reiner are shocked at this. Page 20 has Reiner reveal that, like Eren, he wants to fight the Titans and go back to his hometown. Page 21 really focuses on Reiner's determination. After this, Reiner and Eren exchange their full names and become friends. It's kind of weird why Reiner and Bertolt would bring Eren and Armin to the top of the mountain, but it's fine. Page 22 has Shadis tell Eren that this is his last chance. If he fails here, he'll be dropped out of the cadet program. Page 23 has Eren telling himself that he can do it. Now, unlike all the other internal monologues, this one the anime chooses to keep. Page 24 has Eren able to balance himself. Page 25 shows everyone but Mikasa and Shadis looking on with delight. Eren celebrates. But page 26 has Eren land flat on his head again. Shadis' facial expression changes. Page 27 shows us a devastated Eren coming to terms with his failure. Page 28 has Shadis order Thomas Wagner and Eren to swap equipment. The next panel has Eren able to balance himself. Page 29 has Shadis explain the faulty equipment. Eren asks if he can stay. Shadis tells him he can. Page 30 has Eren celebrate. Page 31 has an interesting discrepancy. Everyone celebrates Eren's success, except Mikasa. In the anime, Mikasa tells Armin that Eren is relieved he doesn't have to leave her now, which gets this reaction from everyone. Bertolt's face is hilarious. While in the manga, Mikasa looks close to crying. The anime has Mikasa come off as a bit weird and Eren obsessed. Now, returning back to page 31, Shadis tells Grisha that today his son becomes a soldier. Then the anime ends the episode with some original content, showing Eren and Mikasa operate the ODM gear with some slick animation. Anyway, that's episode 3, A Dim Light Amid Despair. Humanity's Comeback, Part 1, finished. This episode adapted all of chapters 15 and 16, pushing these events ahead of chapters 3 to 14, which will be covered through episodes 4 to 13 of the anime. It was an interesting decision to do this, but probably a good one since it helps endear the viewers to most of the characters before the climactic struggle for Trust District. Altogether, episode 3 adapted 31 pages from chapters 15 and 34 pages from chapter 16, for a total of 65 pages over a 20.5-minute runtime. This gives it a score of 3.17 pages of manga per minute, which is almost as high as episode 1 and double episode 2, despite being a mostly uneventful episode. I do like the focus on establishing characters like Jean, Reiner, and Bertolt, since all three of them have arcs that begin with this episode. Anyway, that's about it. Again, my plan is to still do a page-to-screen count of Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, Vinland Saga, Demon Slayer, and Dragon Ball Z. So please like and subscribe if you want to see a page-by-page analysis of those manga to anime adaptations. Thank you.